In case this makes it to YouTube, hello YouTube. Welcome to M21. Let's begin. Several good cards here. Kyrion Dryad's really good. Twinblade Assassins is obviously very good. The Acolyte's even pretty good for an aggressive white deck. Finishing Blow, Snare Spinner, Hunter's Edge. Lots of good cards here. I think we're going to take the Dryad, though. It has such high upside. Play it in any other color combination, and it works. Yep. Oh, yeah. Not a super great card in Limited. I like Sanctum of Calm Waters. Pretty good. I like Snare Spinner. Skeleton Archer. Kerr. I think we're going to take Sanctum of Calm Waters here. Maybe play a blue-green draw deck. Looks like blue's the right place to be. Blue-red might actually be the better choice here. But we're going to stick with it. We're going to take Capture Sphere. Maybe we will. There's lots of good stuff in here for us to wheel. So, Capture Sphere, solid removal. Pride Malkin is pretty good. So is Megalodon. And Mistral Singer. And Gnarl Sage. Canopy Stalker is pretty good. Lots of good cards here. But on a top end. I think I'll take the Stalker. Will I? I'd rather have Pride Malkin. Oddly enough. Truffle Snout's a fine green card. 3 mana 3/3. 3 mana 2/2 gain 4. The fact that it has 2 modes makes it better. But the Kraken's insane. Fantastic top end card. Happy to have it. Goes well with the Sanctum. Tome Anima fits really well with the Sanctum. But Hunter's Edge is super duper good. Another removal spell. Make something bigger. Yep. None of these cards are insane for us. Wall of Runes is okay because it does scry you one, but it doesn't do anything. Run Afoul is not something you can really afford to play in best of one. So I think we'll take the Rebirth here. We can get a permanent card, which is pretty much all of them. So we'll take the Rebirth here. And sometimes it makes 2/1/1 green Saprolings, which is really good. Wow, Hunter's Edge, Snare Spinner, and Tome Anima all here. There's something to be said about getting enough 2-drops to not lose. But Hunter's Edge is just so good. I don't think we can pass it up here. We're going to take it. It was a tough call. We could splash for Twinblade Assassins. Could just take the Arcanist. Arcanist helps cast instants and sorceries, of which we have just the 2 Hunter's Edge. And the Fungal Rebirth. Okay. I'm sold. I'm not... Assassins is obviously quite good, but not in much of a position to splash. Read the Tides gets better the more Arcanists we have, because it costs less. Or we can ramp to it. But we got to make sure we have enough stuff to not get run over. It's a Snare Spinner here. Thornwood Falls, pick up some mana fixing. Happy to have it. Ten playables out of this pack is super good. I think the guy, like a guy directly to our left, or maybe 2 seats to the left, might also be green. But other than that, we're doing well. Gnarled Sage is great. Good mid-game card. Shuts down flyers. Gonna work well with our Sanctum. Gonna be looking for more ways to draw extra cards. Now that we have Gnarled Sage and Tolarian Kraken. Truffles now, or the Jungle Hollow in order to maybe splash black. Maybe we'll take the Jungle Hollow here. I'm not, like, sad to have Truffle Snout in the deck, but Swiftwater Cliffs in case we want to splash red. Okay, well, that's a card. It's not one that's great for splashing, though. Jeskai Elder's good. Larcenist is good. Mauler is good. Man, I wish you were a single black Kervek. Tough pick, but I think it's Jeskai Elder. I wish we could have taken Kavek there. Kavek? I don't know. Whatever his name is. I wish we could have taken him. Could have had double Spellgorger weird for the blue-red spells decks. But I think we're okay in blue-green. We got 200's Edge and a Capture Sphere, so we're pretty happy. I'll pick up Sabertooth Mauler here. It's better than the Great Horn. The Gorehorn, rather. Palladium Mirror is also quite good. Maybe I do want the Palladium Mirror. Be able to cast these 4 and 5 drops a little bit more consistently. Ooh, another Shrine. Shrines get better in multiples. We're in good position to splash red and black if we find the red or black shrines as well. Nothing incredible in this pack. I mean, we would play all 4 of these cards, but the Shrine is super good, especially considering we already have the other one. Lore Scale Coatl. We are rewarded for finding our lane in the first pack. Next up would probably be Cancel or Dilophosaur, although Dilophosaur doesn't really have anything to proc. So Lore Scale Coatl, super happy to have. I'm not excited about any of these cards. Not a whole lot of ways to get anything power 4 or greater, so we'll take another Fungal Rebirth. We don't intend to play it. Frost Breath and Tome Anima are both cards we want in the deck. But Tome Anima is going to go so good with Sanctum. It's got to be Tome Anima. Speak of shrines. Yeah, I think I'm happy to take it here. Play it off the splash. We'll be looking to pick up another red duel to help us out here. Titanic growth is quite good. Even Return to Nature is pretty good in this format. Trackdown's not bad either. Although growth is just insane. It's a great combat trick. Another blue Sanctum is quite tempting. We have a lot of synergy with it. We can discard it to the red Sanctum. I am worried about just not being able to cast it. Or do we just take the Library Larcenist, which is just guaranteed to be decent in the deck? Well, it took too long to think about it. We got the Larcenist, though, so it's fine. Spellgorge are weird over nothing. Nothing here, so we'll just snipe cards for the collection. Radiant Fountain probably stands more to play than the other land, but Temple of Silence is the wrong colors for our fixing that we need. Splash black for the Stitcher is not a horrible plan. Some Resurrection is definitely not bad. Another Jungle Hollow. We could just take the Visionary or the Protege. A lot of goodness comes from Protege with Tome Anima and Tolarian Kraken and Lord Skelquaddle, but the Visionary is just such a good card. I can't turn it down. We're definitely splashing red now with the Cliffs and probably just one mountain. 16 land deck because of Palladium Mirror and Visionary. Maybe 17 because we do have the splash. Stormwing Entity is obviously fantastic. Options, Home Anima are both good in this deck, but Stormwing Entity is great. We don't have a whole lot of instants and sorceries. Growth, Rebirth, Hunter's Edge. But when it happens, it'll be good. And when it doesn't, it's still a 5-mana 3/2 Flying Prowess Scry 2, so. Sanctum of Tranquil Light is not one that we're in position to splash, nor is it one of the better ones. If we were in more of a position to splash, I would take it, hands down. But I think I'm going to take Ghostlight here. Just a better fit for the deck. We've got Palladium Mirror, Sanctum of Harvest, and Visionary to ramp. So Ghostlight should be fine. Good even. Plenty of decent cards here, one of which being Meteorite. Not as bad for our deck as it looks. We can ramp it out with Palladium Mirror, Sanctum, Llanowar Visionary. It kills something and it enables the red shrine a little bit more. And if that white shrine comes back around, we can even pick it up. We'll take Meteorite. Pteranodon is a fantastic 2-drop. We're not going to have... Well, Pride Maul can turn on this 2-drop by itself. Lord Skelquaddle gets big. A couple of things on the late game. It's not like insane in our deck, but it should be good enough. Another Thornwood Falls helps our mana situation. It actually helps us splash because it's one source of green and blue. The White Shrine did come back around. Sure. Let's do it. We'll play 4 shrines. take the Megalodon. I don't think we're going to play it, but we might. Jungle Hollow is not the right color. Black-green was super open. Like, no denying that here, but... A red-white duel is actually not that bad. It casts 2 of our cards. Another? We don't need more of these. Take the Prismite. I don't think we're going to need it for the fixing. Singer is good. I don't know that it'll make the cut, but it is good. 4 lands here. 26 cards in the deck. Gonna have to make a couple of cuts. And I think I am gonna run 16 lands, even though we are splashing 2 colors, because we've got Palladium Mirror, Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest, and Land of War Visionary, and Meteorite. All of which produce mana, some of which help us fix. Arcanist is interesting. We already have 1. Clearly we want to be a more defensive deck. I don't think we want to run that many of them. We already have a decent number of 2-drops with Elder, Arcanist, Pteranodon, Kyrian Dryad, Snare Spinner. So I think we're good there. Larcenist, Singer, Visionary, Pride Malkin. I don't think Fungal Rebirth makes the deck. We're not really going to find time to play it. This currently has us at 17 lands. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, we'll cut a Plains for now. Because remember, we've got the Green Shrine and the Meteorite as well. We've got a red-white land and a mountain and a Plains. In fact, I don't think we need to run the mountain because we've got the 2 red duels and the Meteorite and the Shrine. We might not even need to run the Plains. Then the only ways we have to generate white mana are the Windscarred Crag, the Meteorite, and the Sanctum. That's 3 sources for 1 card. That's fine. 6, 11, 12, 13, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We definitely want 16 lands. We don't want to go down to 15. We've got a lot of high-end stuff. So what do we want to lose? Tome Anima is going to win us a lot of games because it's not going to be able to be blocked. Pride Malkin's probably one of our weaker cards. So is Singer in this deck. Larcenist isn't going to get to attack that much. What ways do we have to buff Larcenist so that it can get in? Both of these shrines kind of help clear the way. Pride Malkin can buff it. Capture Sphere, stop stuff. Hunter's Edge, Ghost Light. How many creatures do we have? 16. So we can't afford to cut a creature. In fact, we should cut a creature. I think it's going to have to be Larcenist. Although it does work super good with Tome Anima. Elder, Arcanist, Pteranodon, Kyrian Dryad, Snare Spinner. Maybe it's Pride Malkin? Arsonist, Singer, Visionary, Pride Malkin, Lower Scale Quaddle, Palladium Mirror. Maybe it is Pride Malkin. Doesn't really do anything for us. It turns on the Drowsing Pteranodon, but that's really all it does for us. It lets the Larcenist attack sometimes. Yeah, it's got to be the Pride Malkin. This deck's wild. We ended up going for the Sanctums. I would have liked to have a Cultivate or a Fabled Passage. But in the end, I think it's fine. We've got other mana producers. We've got Meteorite. We've got the green Sanctum. So, I think this looks good. I wish we could have found the black shrine as well. But all in all, I think our deck is good. I think we're going to go 6 wins. I was going to say 5, but I think we'll get 6. Let's go for 4-color shrines. Green-blue shrines. Good hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. Palladium Mirror, even better. Now all I need is the Visionary. We're going to count on being able to play the land. It dies just the same as Palladium Mirror dies, so. Yep, just going to go ahead and do it. Take down the Palladium Mirror. Don't know what he could flash in for green. No, Rambunctious Mutt. No. Go ahead and drop the Kraken. Hold on to this last land here. Okay, well, he's got all the answers, doesn't he? Sanctum of Calm Waters is pretty good. 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We have lost our mana fixing. That's pretty good. The dog is going to get the capture sphere. I would love to draw a card. Discard the Thornwood Falls. I can play both of these. Hunter's Edge just kills this thing. Maybe I want to kill that thing. I think I definitely do. I can trade both of these for the dog. We don't need these creatures anymore. Go and capture Spear the Dog. Would love to draw a card. Do I want the Dryad or do I want Titanic Growth? A 1/1 hardly does anything. Titanic Growth lets me kill everything. Could have discarded the Sanctum of Shattered Heights, but Sanctum of Shattered Heights will be good when we get the red source for it. Let's go to combat. Attack with the Larcenist. Palladium Mirror. Keep the Visionary upright here. Okay, he's just gonna eat it. Next turn, if we don't draw a red source, we will most certainly discard Sanctum of Shattered Heights. Just a Sky Scanner coming in. That's totally fine. Okay. Unfortunately, love to draw an extra card. All right, Shattered Heights has got to go. Go ahead and play Tome Anima, go to combat. I'd be happy to trade with either of those, I think. Trade Titanic Growth for either of them. Sure. Also happy to just get in the damage. And it's Tyrannodon. Pass turn. Now the Arcanist plus the Tyrannodon threatens to take down any of his 4 toughness guys. So we'd have to spend 2 mana to tap stuff down. And then the Arcanist alone can start beating stuff down. It is unfortunate that he was able to kill our Kraken so quickly. Titanic Growth counters this, but it doesn't trade for his creature. I'd rather Titanic Growth trade for a creature. He can tap the Tyrannodon and go in. Tap the Tyrannodon and go in. He could just attack with both, which puts me in a sticky spot. Okay, that means it's a trade. Unfortunately, it's going to be a trade, but it is what it is. I would love to draw an extra card. Sucks that I have to pick between these. Think we're going to get rid of Ghostlight because Hunter's Edge can kill the 3/4. Attack with the Visionary and the Palladium Mirror. Maybe we do want to play Fungal Rebirth. Lots of good creatures to get back right now. Ghostlight, Tome Anima, Dryad. He's got cards on us right now. We do have Sanctum in play, which is quite nice. If that's all he's got, we're in good shape. Yep, give me the extra card. Ditch the island. Combat. Go in with the 4/4 and the 2/2. Could leave the 2/2 and the 1/3 back to block Battalion. That way Sage doesn't have to block it. Yeah, I'm okay with that. He's getting pretty low. He thinks he should block this. I mean, he's already seen Titanic growth. Whoa! Oh, whoa! Okay, that was huge. That thing's gonna be a problem. We got another Capture Sphere in the deck. Our Roaming Ghostlight is gone. Oh my goodness. Getting destroyed. Gotta find that Capture Sphere 1 in 16 and then 1 in 15. Neither of those are good enough. It's a big rip. Ah. You got us. Maybe we need more late game? Because we have all that mana. His hand looks good. Elder into Quaddle. Ditch the forest, we don't need it. Next turn's Windscarred Crag, Palladium Mirror. And then Ghostlight to bounce that Arsonist. This doesn't give him an attack next turn because we'll have the Palladium Mirror. Cross a card, discard the island. Play the Crag. Play the Palladium Mirror. I'll happily block that. We do need the Palladium Mirror, but it's not that big a deal. Now we don't even need the Palladium Mirror. If we use it, we can double spell Ghostlight and Spinner. Okay, he can gang up on the Elder. He did not. Love to draw a card and discard a card. We'll discard the Singer. Our choice of going Sanctum, Ghostlight, or Ghostlight Spinner. We have 7, so next turn we could go Sanctum. Oh, we don't have double white, though. So next turn we could start tapping them down. I think we'll go Sanctum. And then Ghostlight. It's a flyer, which is super good. Couldn't read that. Oh, he takes control of it. Okay. It costs 5. So as long as we keep the Palladium Mirror, we can tap down to 7/7. So we go in with the Ghostlight for 3. Play the Spinner. Pass turn. Yeah, I'm thinking I might need a little bit more late game in the deck. Before he attacks, we're of course going to tap down the 8/8. Spellgorger Weird is a thing. Ragemout's a thing. Arsonist is a thing. Another land is not what we want to see. Ghostlight goes in for 3. And we just hold back on the ground and hope that we get there. Hope that he can't kill the 3/2. Hope that he doesn't have a flyer. Well, if he does have a flyer, we can tap it. Before he attacks, we tap the 9/9. Good game. Getting in that early game damage pretty good. No green mana makes this pretty iffy. But there's a lot of good draws. There we go. Beautiful hand. I'm okay with slowing down this turn. No, because we can play Dryad this turn. Tap land, Arcanist. Tap land, Divisionary. Tap land, 5-drop. Okay. All of our 5-drops. Ooze. Ooze or lose, huh? Okay. Capture Sphere is quite good for that. I think I'll happily double block it. In the event he attacks here. Trade it for one of these two guys. Just kidding. Now it's easily going to get the Capture Sphere. That's a pretty good card, man. Very scary. Luckily, I do have an answer for it. He is in green, so he can take care of it. We'll see. So we can go Elder, Pteranodon, or we can go Sanctum. I think I want to get the power down to take care of this 5/4. Which Arcanist and Pteranodon do that. He's probably got a spell. It's fine. He used his -4/-4 on my Pteranodon. Okay. One day, we'll draw a land. Jump to 7. Yeah. 7's a lot. Archer coming down. Oh, it's a tap land. Yes, please. Not a basic. Snare Spinner not doing much for us right now. Tome Anima at least kills the 7/3 or the 3/3. Keep exiling that graveyard, man. Happy to get that trade at least. Oh my god. It's got to be Ghostlight, bouncing the 7 attacker. Bouncing the 5 attacker and blocking the 7 attacker. And then I take 4? Gross. It's just so bad. Oh, if only he hadn't killed our visionary, man. Nothing I can do there. All right, maybe we cut the other 2 shrines. We just play blue-green. We can play Pride Malkin. Play the Megalodon. We don't need the Meteorite. We can play Rebirth. Palladium Mirror is still good because of Megalodon, Kraken, Sage, Stormwing Entity, Ghostlight. You have 5 drops. Right, like this. But it's big sad. One of those shrines to work. Okay. It's a hand. Play the Visionary first. It'd be nice to stay on 4 mana. We cast our removal spells, our Tome Anima. Probably should have played Coatl there and planned to block with Visionary, but we need the Visionary right now, so we might as well use it. Cast our spells while we can. Ooh. Big ouchies. Rebirth is pretty good. Might just go for Coatl. Okay. Means we're probably playing Edge on that 5/4. We should be getting a land soon. It's not the right kind of land, but it was a land. You can play Rebirth, or we could just play Larcenist or Elder. I think we'll just play Larcenist. Go ahead and attack with Tome Anima. Plan on taking 5 one more turn before we're able to deal with it. He got all his lands. We'll play Hunter's Edge while it can kill something. Can't attack with the Larcenist, unfortunately. An 8/8 is definitely in need of getting the Capture Sphere. This also lets us attack with the Larcenist and get a card. Okay, 4/2 is pretty good. Cashing in for a card now. Pride Malkin is solid here. It lets us attack with the Larcenist and have a 2-power blocker. We could attack with Tome Anima as well. I definitely see more value in it later. I'll take that trade all day. I've gotten plenty of value. See, if we play the Elder, next turn we're definitely playing one of these 2 cards. So the Elder looks less good next turn. So we'll play the 1/3, just a better blocker. And the 1/2, neither of which would be turning sideways next turn, so. Ruffle Snout comes down. 3/3. I'm not excited to let him cast this again. I'm not excited about trading Tome Anima for one of those. I'm not excited about casting Ghostlight this turn and letting... Like, I don't want to bounce any of these creatures. It might just be get Coatl back, cast Coatl. Pass. Or just cast Gnarled Sage. I think we're good with bringing the Coatl back. Could have traded with Tome Anima to get 2 1/1s, but I don't want to trade Tome Anima for one of his medium creatures and then I gain 2 1/1s back. Like, Tome Anima's gonna be better than that a lot of the time. Here we can play Megalodon. And we will. Attacks. Next turn we'll start going in. We're on Sentinel. Signal of Harvest is pretty good. Combat here. Go in with the Megalodon. Go in with the Tome Anima. Now it's time to offer up the trade. Scry that forest to the bottom. Take down the Truffle Snout. We have 7. We can go Fruitful Harvest. And Elder if we want. Or we can just play one of the big boys and Elder. We just play a big boy and Elder. The lack of lands in the early game really sucked, but now that we've got them, we're really starting to lay the beat down on this guy, so thank goodness we had a capture sphere for that 9/9, or we would have been in big trouble. Mechanic salvo. Very nice. We still have a game. We had 8 lands. We could have went Ghostlight and Fruitful Harvest to be able to attack with the Elder. Unfortunately, we can't. We definitely want to Ghostlight this 4/3. Do we? Could just play Kraken this turn. And just attack with our Kraken. We open ourselves up to like shock and stuff then. Oh no, this thing has hexproof. We're only worried about Titanic Growth, I guess. Yeah, this plays around Titanic Growth. Kraken's just so much better. This also has flying. Alright. Let's play the flyer. We'll bounce the slow creature. Okay, that's it. Two and two. What did I guess for this deck? 6? Whew. It's gonna be a grind to get there without tanking it first, but that's okay. We might get there. We might get there. I believe. Raise your hand if you believe. Hope I wasn't the only one to raise their hand. Oh, this guy's platinum right after the ranked switch, which means this guy is a diamond tier player. So we could be in trouble. This hand looks pretty good. Cycling crash through. Two, three, four. Snare Spinner does a fine job blocking that. We don't have a way to buff Dryad next turn, so we're not in a rush to play it. Crash through again, just getting cycled. It'll form a good card. Could just go for Sanctum here. We don't need the extra mana next turn, and we're going to cast a blue card probably. Okay, yeah, we'll just play a Dryad. Move on with our lives. Don't have a way to kill the Riddle form. We're probably going to Hunter's Edge that Rage Mutt down next turn. It's a little annoying. Kind of want to save Hunter's Edge for something bigger. Also a fine target to Hunter's Edge. Never mind, we're going to develop the Coatl. Because developing Coatl is super good. Bluffing Ranger's Guile here. Attacks. We're just going to keep growing our 2 creatures. Take 1 a turn. Again, no answer for the Riddle form aside from the 2 capture spheres in the deck. So, ooh, okay. We do need to kill that. He can give it +2. Or he can counter the Hunter's Edge. Or he could kill something in response. Is it really that worrisome then? Do I just not care? I don't have any cards I want to discard right now, so Calm Waters looks bad. If I play Fruitful Harvest and I draw a land, I'll have 6 mana, which doesn't help me. Looks like Calm Waters is the play. Get a counter on my Dryad. Set up my card advantage engine. No attacks. Oh, Snare Spinner is an answer to Riddle Form. What am I talking about? Good for him that it still has extra uses. A 6-1 is a bit of a big deal. Kyrion Dryad isn't going to kill anything else. He's tapped out. Let's go ahead and just take it down. We'll take 3. But that's fine. We can kill the Brute. Yes, please. Give me the extra card. I do kind of want the land. It enables this play next round. I don't think I'm ever going to need the Fruitful Harvest, but it combos so good. Maybe it's the Tome Anima. Or maybe it's the Titanic Growth. When am I going to have time to play Tome Anima? This turn's Hunter's Edge. Next turn is... what, either Growth Entity or Harvest something? Yeah, the next 2 turns, I don't ever plan to play Tome Anima. I think I'd rather have Growth in my back pocket. Go ahead for Edge. Go ahead and attack with the Coatl now. It's big enough. Big enough to start racing. Like, he has to play multiple spells and draw multiple cards in order to start getting ahead. Next turn, we can play Sanctum and save up Titanic Growth. And then we start drawing 2 cards a turn and discarding 1. And we should be well on the way to victory at that point. Just gotta see what our opponent's up to. I think Blue-Red's probably the strongest archetype in the format when you get it all going. I don't know if our opponent's got it all going, though. And that's the thing, like, it can be hard to assemble. Because all the good blue and red spells work with any other blue and red deck. So he would have to play 2 spells. Or Sure Strike. To kill my Snare Spinner. It's 3 damage. 6 if he plays Sure Strike. Next turn, we'll have Titanic Growth up to counter stuff. No blocks. I think he's just going to play a creature here. We did let him get the card with Elder, but I don't want to lose my Snare Spinner when I have Titanic Growth in the pocket. What's he up to? Is this legitimately Luis Salvatto? Hold on. Am I legitimately playing against Luis Salvatto right now? I don't know. If I am, that's incredibly exciting. I can't quite kill him with the growth this turn. Let's go ahead and get the fruitful harvest out there. Save up this Titanic growth. You can scry as one. Okay. It's pretty good. Four, 8, 5, 9. If he has Sure Strike, I'm out of the game. Titanic growth puts my guy up to 7 HP. I don't need to do it though, because I can kill this riddle for him without doing it. Okay. We do let him get the Elder hit in, but riddle form had to go. Ugh. Stuff. Ranadon is good. Would love to draw 2. We want green. He has to block the Coatl. Ouch. Arcanist doesn't do much right now. I have to block everything here. We have the growth in case he has the spell. Pride Malkin wins us the game. Good game. Can someone please tell me if that's actually Luis Salvatto? Just a second, I gotta check. MTG Arena name, Luis Salvatto. The reigning player of the year can't be stopped. It says his MTG Arena name is Luis Salvatto, the guy we just played. What an amazing opponent to go up against. Alright, how's our hand look? Oh, it's one of these. It's a keeper. Sorry, got to tweet about it. All right, I tweeted on the Twitter. So, rub this in Josiah's face that I beat Luis Salvatto, or even that I just played with him. The fact that I beat him doesn't even matter. Like, I'm excited that I beat him. Yes, but that was a really, really good game. And with a different set of draws, his deck would have trounced mine. But, yeah, rub it in Josiah's face for sure. I'll play Dryad this turn. Plan on playing Singer next turn. Get that bonus. If I wasn't going to play a blue card next turn, I'd put the Pteranodon down. Oh, awesome. You get to attack with the Dryad as well. It's really good. Off to Denial kind of sucks, but at least we get the counter on the Dryad. Singer of his own. Okay. Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest is better than Palladium Mirror here because we only need 4 mana next turn. Although if we play Palladium Mirror, it can only ramp us up to 6, right? Then we can go Water Pteranodon. Next turn with 4, we can go Waters only. But Waters will be for 2. And Sanctum will start being for 2. Then we'll be at 5. Can we really play Sanctum this turn and Sanctum next turn? I don't think so. I think we're going to play Palladium Mirror this turn. We'll get those Sanctums rolling here in a bit. Maybe I should have played it earlier. I don't know. Maybe I should have played the Sanctums. It's hard choice there for me, I think. If my opponent does nothing that's really good for me, we can go Green Sanctum and Pteranodon. Oh, no, we can't. We don't have the mana for both. We don't have the blue or the green mana for both. We can play Stormwing Entity here. But I think we want the Green Sanctum down pretty badly. And we can attack for 4. Let's go ahead and hit him for 4. Because we can play the Green Sanctum either way. I mean, with lots of frantic inventories, it's a fine card. We will add... We only need 1 green, so we'll add a blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can play the Megalodon. So, of course, we will. And attack for 3. Next turn, we can play Waters and Pteranodon. Baneslayer Angel is a big, big problem. Gonna add a blue. Do need to spend that blue. Palladium Mirror's not attacking, so there's 3. 4 for Calm Waters. We need to start looking for an answer to his flyers. Because, well, he kills us, actually. We needed to play Stormwind Entity, I guess. But that really doesn't feel like winning either. Jumping the 5/5. If he's got a non-creature spell, he wins. We misplayed. We should have played the Stormwing Entity. Though I think we're losing to Baneslayer Angel either way. No! Okay, he doesn't have it. It's good for us. We get to see 3 cards this turn. And now we cannot misplay, and we can play the Stormwing Entity. And hopefully, Snare Spinner, another flyer, or an answer for Baneslayer Angel, which would be better. Whew! Alright, so we're not winning with the beatdown anytime soon. Yes, give me the cards. Visionary and Rebirth. Rebirth helps the most. Visionary does draw us a card. So Tome Anima is not is the worst here. We're gonna add double green. Gonna tap Palladium Mirror for mana. If we play the Visionary first, we'll have 1 green left over. And we'll have 6, so we can still Rebirth and Mistral Singer. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So we can either Rebirth, Singer, and Visionary. We can Entity. It can't be Entity, Visionary, Capture Sphere either. We just have to play the Visionary and hope that we find Capture Sphere. And that doesn't even save us. I don't even know what we're looking for anymore. Nothing, I guess. Not land, that's for sure. GG. Doesn't really matter. It's game over. It's a close game. If he blocks here, that's good for us. Trade some stuff off. Okay. He almost made a mistake there. Good game. That's it. Well, we beat Luis Salvatto, so I don't care. Beat down by the Flyers. He did heal 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. He healed 18 life there. So we had him at -7. If he hadn't had Baneslayer Angel and Gaggle Master. So we were beating him without his... If he hadn't had like such great draws. So... I don't feel too bad about that one. Let's crack open these packs. Chandra's Incinerator. Ooh, our first Chrome Replicator. Very fun. How many Azusas am I going to open before I open better cards? Ooh, there we go. It's our second Pilferer. It's awesome. And put those into our tempo deck.